I have to go tell Alvida that Sir Francis wants to see us.
Do you need my advice?
I need...
Of course. Sir Francis's mission in Al-Sad will take a few days. No doubt we can occupy ourselves with something edifying until then.
I'm sure we'll find something to do in the meantime.
I'm happy to see you again.
The pleasure is ours, Your Excellence. Where is Saren? Should we wait for her?
I'm sure she'll be here soon. How have you been?
Busy. We sail for Fradee soon.
Indeed. Wonderful. What did I miss while I was in Al-Sad?
When the general attacked Esquiara, a sage performed a protection ritual. She turned into a giant creature. We call them guardians. We discovered what had become of her. She'd been captured, taken to a secret cave.
Intriguing.
The general had his scientists cut her apart to study her. The people we freed told us scientists had been torturing a prisoner.
How abhorrent. Do you know what they planned?
They took her to a place near the border, between the congregation and Dutton. She was to attack the Empire. My people and the congregation would be blamed.
By Her Majesty's grace.
We killed the Guardian. Their camp was destroyed.
The Imperial Ambassador was with us. She saw it all.
If he had succeeded, the continent would have been plunged into chaos. Good thing you stopped it. I'll have our informants listen for reports of giant creatures.
We met people in Perenne. Cardinal Pius, Prince de Vespe, the d'Orsay's ambassador.
Be wary of the Father Cardinal. And not just because our countries are at war. He's a dangerous man.
The Prince d'Orsay agreed to finance our journey, in exchange for a few services.
You must be impatient to see your island again.
How did it go? Did you present our proof of Carnaz's plot to the Assembly?
Yes, and they were appalled. But they are still debating the best way to respond. It might be weeks before they take a decision. It could come too late.
You told us as much. So we've prepared an expedition to warn them.
That won't be enough. You must also take an inoculation to them, to keep them from falling ill. I've spoken with the researchers at the university about this treatment.
The treatment we got on the ship. Why we lived, but Sheda died.
Precisely. The doctors on the continent have a remedy that makes it harmless. Go see Helise. She has everything you'll need to treat your people.
Thank you, Your Excellence. We should...
My, time seems to fly when speaking with you. I'm a bit concerned that Zeren still isn't here.
Do you think she's in trouble?
That is a possibility.
Hey lads, we're finally going to have some fun!
Thank you. They nearly killed me.
I'm relieved to see you are well, Zeren. Please, come inside. We have matters to discuss.
Hold on a second. One of these mercenaries was careless enough to carry his orders with him.
Let me see that. Indeed. There appears to be a price on your head, my dear Lady Zeren. Someone knew we were to meet in secret.
That's impossible. How could anyone have known about this?
I took the utmost precaution in regards to this meeting. Not even the embassy was aware of it.
This altercation is sure to draw unwanted attention. If someone wants me dead, it's too risky for me to stay here. I'm very sorry, but I have to go. I'll try to get to the bottom of this.
I understand. I also would like to know where this contract came from. Goodbye, milady. I believe now is a good time to bid you farewell also. Thank you for coming, my friends. Now, I must get back to my work.
It was nice to speak with you, Sir Francis, as always. May the winds ever carry you.
I'm still thinking about the orders we found on the soldier's body. Something doesn't smell right. Aren't you even the slightest bit curious?
I agree, it's strange. But we don't have time for that right now. Our priority has to be the vaccines. Hello.
Hello, everyone. How can we help you?
Sir Francis told us you could help us take a remedy for smallpox back to our people on Teer Fradee to protect them from Kornaz's plan.
Yes, he spoke to me. I've prepared a batch of vaccine samples you can replicate and use to inoculate your people. The university has agreed to allow me to teach you how.
Will this keep our people from dying from this illness?
Yes. If you're able to inoculate enough of the population, your people will be able to fight off the infection. You'll need to teach others how to perform the technique I'm going to teach you, and you must ensure that your people accept this remedy.
I'm sure we'll be able to. This remedy isn't that different from some of our rituals. They'll accept it.
Come, I'll show you how it's done. I'm impressed. You really seem to have mastered the technique. You'll have no trouble teaching others how to perform these inoculations.
It's not really that different from the remedies our people use. The only thing that changes is the tools that are employed.
That's right. I'd almost forgotten you're a healer yourself. In any case, have no fear. I'll have the vaccine samples delivered to your ship as soon as possible.
Thank you, Halise, from the bottom of my heart. You're living proof that not all Renoiksei are bad. We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
Here we are, off the coast of the proud cities of the Congregation.
Stay out of trouble. Go on, move along.
Hello. Are you the person who was to join us on our trip to Teer Fradee?
Indeed. I shall be in charge of the goods on your ship, and selling them once we arrive on your island. Sir D'Argenton made sure that we had all the necessary authorizations, and the Prince d'Orsay sent me the funding. We can leave as soon as you are ready. Remember, the trip is very long. I suggest you finish any business you may have here before leaving.
We're ready to set sail.
In that case, let's get to the port as soon as possible.
What is it, Milan? I thought you would be happy to return to Teer Fradee.
I must leave you here. You know that I would like to see our island again. But you've seen the tragic situation our people are confronted with in these lands. I must stay here with them.
Would you like us to remain here for a little longer?
No, and you know that's not possible. Your mission cannot be delayed any longer. You must warn our people of the lurking danger. Go, bring this vaccine to the Tiarna and our chief. We shall meet again, if the winds are in our favor.
Wa awelem seg, Aniloin.
Fradee! Oh, the shape of your island is instantly recognizable. You're home at last. No memory of all these constructions. Seeing the state of this cove must break your heart.
The wind that carried me here forgot to tell me that my land had changed so much.
Stop where you are! What are you doing here? This is Bridge Alliance territory and foreigners are subject to strict controls.
I'm not a foreigner. I was born on this island and my village is close by.
I don't care. These lands no longer belong to you. Alliance lands, Alliance rules.
And any attempted smuggling will be severely punished.
Please, let me put these fools in their place. It's been far too long since I've been able to exercise my talents.
Sybil, if you please. I think I might lose my temper.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sybil de Vespe, and I've been sent by the merchant congregation to trade goods at your trading post. We obviously have all the necessary authorizations, we've signed all the forms and greased the palms of all the officials. The princes of the congregation themselves are the ones organizing this expedition, so it would be very ill-advised for you to stand in our way.
Okay, but...
Our hold is full. You should go and help the dock workers. The ship's not going to empty itself. Now, if you don't mind...
Yes, of course, madam.
Sorry, I can't talk now. I've got too much to do.
Hello, Doctor.
You again.
It's heartbreaking to travel through these lands. You can see the former beauty of the place, but it's already been partially deformed.
They had only been here a few months when they started cutting down our forest and digging their mine. My earth is just a source of wealth to them. As for my people, I sometimes wonder if we'll survive.
I'm sorry. I should never have accepted that mission.
Let's show them what we're made of!
This is odd. Where is everyone? We should go to the chief's house. Maybe they're gathered there. Is anyone here? Vorkal? This is really strange. There's usually at least one visitor here. Chief Minon? Brigade! I'd hoped they'd all be here together, but there's no one. Teer! Teer! My mother is obviously not at home. Maybe they've organized a great hunt. I hope it's something like that. I have to admit, I'm worried. I remember that some were suggesting that we should leave the lake because of the Alliance. Perhaps that's what they did in the end.
We should go and ask the people living in the fort. They'll be able to tell us where your folk went.
You? I'll be. I wasn't expecting that. The entire world thought you were dead. What are you doing here? What do you want?
Answers. We went to my village and we found it deserted. What happened there?
The priest of your village was found dead, and several young folk had disappeared, including you.
I can vouch for that. But do continue.
Minan, a man who I held in great esteem, came to the fort demanding reparations. He was furious and worried. Alas, one of my soldiers disobeyed my orders and killed him. I believe that's what motivated your people to leave the region. They couldn't stay here any longer with the river pollution and everything else.
Why did this soldier kill Minan? He was a good man. And if my memory serves me, he took you for a friend.
I know, and believe me, I'm still upset about what happened that day. That should have never happened.
Do you know where the other villagers went?
According to my sentinels, they were headed south. If you want to find them, that's the direction you should be taking.
The Alliance demonstrates once again that they are nothing more than greedy belligerents. But what else is new? I must find my people. Goodbye, Captain. Hadir ma lochtus close marwedes. Linkwid ma vat here be. I'm sorry. I can't help but cling to the hope of seeing my mother alive again.
That's only natural. Forgive me if this is a painful subject. But what about your father?
He died while hunting. Killed by a mad beast when I was a child. My mother was never the same after that.
Halt! Renoik say you are not welcome here.
Wait a minute. I know that face.
Kadal? You don't recognize me?
You know who this is, Kadal?
I can't believe it. What are you doing here? And with these foreigners? Everyone thought you were dead.
We came here to find my people. But also to warn them and to bring them a remedy. The friends who are here with me helped me get this far and survive the continent. Without them, I would still be rotting in a jail.
I know a few people who are going to be really surprised to see you. Enter. You need to go and see our chief. Her house is on the left.
Thank you, Kadal. It's great to see you again.
Credoet. Björd Teer tomaat.
Es neis ridelam ger. Oi, tog dis velo quea direct.
Toigen saranoik sa derego chwedesa.
Riden ger. Crede me mes maruto.
To? Eskair to?
Avatir.
Arent. Smeld oem naveolen to oleg adiven. Hagin. Eskeloin me.
Quana rego me crefam toflani. Smeunduem kolda da holeg. Remnem e lochtem warm, da neo me essa da vorge days. And I was even angrier at the Renoikse. But where are Nilan and Sheda?
Sheda has returned to the source of all spirits. As for Nilan, he preferred to remain on the continent.
Sheda wacht. Klebanu de Bonedem say. Come now, let us go inside. It will be quieter, especially if we must speak this tongue. We have so much to catch up on.
You know, when I saw the state our village was in, I thought I had lost you.
I'm a warrior, and I was so angry after you disappeared. All my melancholy was gone. Only rage remained. I brought all the survivors here, and we created this new clan. A clan for those who refuse the domination of the Lions. It's rather ironic, isn't it, to think that now, as you were then, you're still stuck with foreigners.
Forgive me for not introducing you to my friends. Without them, I would probably still be imprisoned over there. Or dead. Alvida served on the ship that carried us away. Not only did she help us, she was the one who arranged our escape.
Madam, my guild wronged your people, and I will do everything in my power to make amends for it. I will always do my best to help your child.
Sybil comes from a noble family in a nation of merchants. She's the one who rescued us from the prison.
Madam, it is a great pleasure to make your acquaintance. I was happy to do your daughter this tiny favor. She's a very special person.
Teer is a warrior. A guard, to be exact. He used to serve our enemy, but he's now made amends by helping us as best he can.
Madam, I've done you a great wrong. I hope you can forgive me one day.
If my child considers you to be friends, you are welcome here. If you have helped my child, you are my friends as well. I'm so happy to have found you again. Today, that's all that matters to me.
Me too, Mother. But that's not the only reason I came back. I also have to warn you.
Warn me? About what?
When we were on the continent, we learned that a group within the Alliance was planning to eradicate our people.
How? If they're counting on their weapons, it won't be enough. We know this island better than they do, and we will defend it to the end.
Oh, I know that. But unfortunately, the method they intend to use cannot be defeated by our warriors, however brave. On the boat, shortly after our capture, Nilan and I underwent what we thought was a strange ritual. But Shada did not. Not long afterwards. We watched her die of a terrible and unknown illness that spared us.
Teerse, I'm sorry. I know how much you loved your friend.
Without knowing it, we were the subject of an experiment designed to prove a theory they had. That our people are very susceptible to this disease. It spreads very easily and would wipe us all out. Not just children and old people, but warriors as well. And in a very short time. In order to get a few servants, the Lions would simply have to use the remedy on those willing to submit to them.
They have no honor. Who gets rid of their enemies like that?
That's why we decided to understand and learn the ritual that protected us on the boat. The scholars on the continent call it an inoculation or vaccine. We've brought back enough to protect the whole island. But we're going to need the help of all the Donegada in all the villages to use it.
I'll see that the word gets out. Don't worry. I'll tell all the chiefs what our enemies have planned. Meanwhile, you should go and explain this protective ritual to the Donegada in the camp. They'll start using it right away.
I'd also like to speak to the Teer about this, to warn her and seek her advice. Do you know where she is?
I know she's preparing a ritual for our dead. Go see the Donegada first, and then come back here. I'll tell you where to find her then.
How and why did you create this new clan?
When we were forced to leave our village by the lake, our clan, the Shantamlag, was no more. We were like a flock of frightened birds, far from the refuge of the great fish. Many were dispirited, their hearts full of woe. In our flight, we met refugees from other clans, and I saw that together we could unite to form a new clan. I spoke to all those who were, like us, taking refuge in these ruins. I asked them if they wanted to stand up against injustice, if they wished to create a clan strong enough to rise up against the invaders, a clan to protect our people and our island. Many followed. Others came later and are still coming. The Exragal, the Risen, were born.
What happened in the village? When we arrived and I couldn't find anyone, I was so worried.
You know, our village was already weakened. Our river was full of poison. We could no longer fish, and there was a lack of game. Then we discovered Toffland's body and understood that you had been kidnapped. Minan went to the fort to talk to the captain, when a soldier killed him. Despite the apologies given by the people at the fort, we understood that we could no longer stay. This sacred place, this gift of the great fish, had been taken from us by foreigners. We had to find a new refuge.
What is this place?
It is called Didgidensen, the ruins of the first bastion. It's easily defendable. That's why we originally came here. I'm not a Donegad, but I've been told a few stories about this place, and I understood that it's also an important symbol. It used to be home to the people of the sea, and it's here that our people achieved their greatest victory against them. It was the perfect place to build our camp. May En Onir Frichtemen offer us the same destiny as our ancestors.
I must leave you for now.
Of course. But come back to see me. I've missed you so.
Silque Sessa, a Dregne Sonegad.
With foreign friends. Do know that we are extremely happy to see you alive.
And grateful, I hope. Must I remind you who pulled you out of those traps with help of the others? What happened to Nilan and Shada? Are they doing well?
Alas, Shada died on the ship that took us away. The sickness overcame her. Nilan decided to stay on the continent. And what has become of you? Still hunters?
Yes, and scouts from time to time. We have many people to feed here. There are not only survivors from our clan, but all those who want to defend themselves from the Renoixe invasion.
Don't worry. We have become far more cautious. We watch where we tread very carefully.
We missed the need despite everything. You know that she was kidnapped, like you.
I did hear that. Perhaps Nilan will find her.
I hope so. Very well. You certainly have more people to see. Take care of yourself.
I'm happy that you came to speak with me. Now that we are in Teer, Fradee, I have a favor to ask of you. You must have an idea of what it's about. I would like to find the person who was once a dear friend of mine. I would like for him to explain to me how he came to agree to work for Kernaz. How he could betray all that we once held true. But I don't know this island. It's my first time here. I need your help in tracking him down.
If he's on this side of the island, that should be possible. But you never told me his name.
Furkan. He goes by the name of Furkan.
Furkan? He was your friend? And he worked for Kernaz? If Nilan knew that, he'd never let me forget that he warned against putting so much trust in the man.
You knew him?
Yes. And I also believed him to be a good man who was sincerely interested in our well-being. He taught me to read. If you want to find him, my people will certainly know what has become of him since we were kidnapped. Let's go.
Thank you. To not know why he ever accepted the contract with Kernaz would drive me mad.
I need to go.
Of course.
I'm glad to take a break. Would you like to talk about some...
I want...
Have you come looking for wisdom? Of course.
Hello.
Goodbye. See you.
Need to talk?
Goodbye.
See you.
Do you need my...
See you later. It's...
Hello, did you want?
You're Fradee Gear. I've heard a lot about you.
Ankarad, Carmack, I am happy to find you in good health.
To see you has filled our hearts with hope. But I am troubled not to find Shader and our son in your company.
What has happened to our child and to our friend?
I can reassure you that Nilan is doing well and takes his role as Donegad very seriously. We met a great many other islanders over on the continent. They were lost and treated poorly. Nilan decided to stay with them, to help and protect them.
I would have preferred that he return. There has been so much suffering here, and we would have liked to have him beside us.
Carmack, you know how much I miss our son, but I am proud of the decision he has taken, and you should be as well.
And Shader, has she decided to stay with him?
Alas, no. Sheda died on the ship that took us from our home. She was taken by an unknown sickness that now threatens all of us.
Teer, the poor little soul.
She was my best student. The bravest, but also the wisest. How sad to hear this.
If you return to the continent, I ask you to give this bow to our son. I made it specially for him.
And tell him to come back to us. We are in need of him. A drag dead.
May the earth always carry you. You must be happy to be
My child, every time I see you, my heart feels lighter. Do you need anything?
My friend Sophia knew Forkan when they were young, and she would like to see him again. Do you know what's become of him?
I can't believe you're still asking about that man. I was right to mistrust him, you know? He betrayed us all. However, I am sorry to be the one to inform you, madam. Your friend is dead.
Dead? When? How? And how could you think that he betrayed you?
It happened shortly after you were kidnapped. You and Nilan. One day he left the village, never to return. It was the very same day Minan was killed. Armao told us that Forkan was implicated, not only in the death of our chief, but maybe also in your kidnapping. A few days later, we learned that he had been found dead, and we didn't weep for him. The people in the fort must have no longer had need of him and rid themselves of their informant.
I must leave.
Of course.
Forkan, dead. I can't believe it. He will never be able to make amends for his actions. And to think that I was angry with him for sending information to Kernaz about your people. But if your mother and this respect-worthy Amal are not mistaken, he is also implicated in what happened in your village. How could the man we knew have become so sinister?
I'm sorry, Sophia. I truly wish that he could have given us some explanation.
I can't help thinking about the letter we found. Furkan seemed to want to free himself from the engagement he had made with Kurnaz. Something doesn't sit right in this affair. We need to get to the bottom of what happened. I beg you, let's try and learn a little more.
Let's start by trying to find Armal. It's true that he shared the village guest house with Furkan. Perhaps he saw or heard something that convinced him of his guilt. We could also go up to the lake fort. They knew him, and might know more about the circumstances of his death.
Thank you for not giving up.
We need to know what happened to Furkan. My mother says that you blame him for the events in the village?
He lived among us, but he was one of them. His role in what happened is evident.
Why do you think that?
After your kidnapping and Toflan's death, I saw him change. He felt guilty. Then Minan went to the fort to hold them accountable. He followed, anxious, furious. Your chief was killed. Furkan spoke often with the soldiers at the fort. The connection was easy. When we heard about his death, we shed no tears. The earth swallowed him up.
Furkan was a man of science. He'd never wish anyone's death.
I understand why you doubt Furkan. But Safia was once his fiancée.
I am sorry. I did not want to bring you pain. I will answer your questions, if it might help you mourn.
Did you find Furkan's body?
No, I crossed paths with the men from the fort when returning to the village. They told me they had found him dead, assassinated.
Do you know who killed him?
I didn't ask. They seemed to suspect us, and I didn't want any trouble.
Could one of your own have killed him?
I only spoke about my suspicions to the people in the village after. They had no reason to kill Furkan.
Did he leave any personal items behind?
He left everything. He must have thought he'd be back. His coffer could still be inside the village guest house. What are you hoping?
Maybe Furkan left some documents or letters that would explain his motivations.
He did write all the time, in a book.
He recorded his research. I read some of it.
The book was different than his research. No drawings. He said he wrote down his thoughts.
Furkan kept a private diary. It might tell us something about Kurnaz.
We should search the guest house in the village. You said Furkan had dealings with the soldiers from the fort?
Yes, he often went to the fort with packets of papers.
He was probably sending research reports and letters to his family. To imagine he was an informant for the soldiers causing your chief's death? Impossible.
Perhaps. But how to be sure?
We discovered letters he sent to the continent. We should see if there aren't any others.
The captain may be able to help us.
I now realize I had very little proof against your friend. Nilan, Sheda, and you had disappeared. Toflan was dead. Then we lost Minan. He couldn't be innocent.
I understand, Armal. Furkan was the perfect culprit.
We need to know the truth, whether good or bad. I hope I haven't accused an innocent man.
We will learn the truth. Thank you, Amal.
Your freedom girl.
I must go there without delay.
Morten, Sinna. Oh, it's good to see you again. You no longer show any signs of poisoning. That's wonderful.
And it's thanks to you and the remedy you brought us.
It's also thanks to Toflan's care.
We miss him every day. He was a good man. But that was another time, a time that no longer exists. Things have changed so much since then. Since we left Vigeshvar, we've lost our shining scales and become Doneya ex-Regao. We've lost our peace and quiet, but we won't let foreigners push us around and chase us away.
I understand. Take care of yourselves.
Farewell, Donegad.
Brian. Vindever. I am so happy to see you.
You come with strange company, but you are alive. Seeing you gives us some hope.
Where are Nilan and especially Sheda? Why are they not with you?
Nilan stayed on the continent. But Sheda, I am sorry to inform you. She died on the ship that stole us from our homeland.
No. My poor little child. So brave and full of life. Why?
Slungtir og leire noiksa ja guiden marhentem. Marsuktir beg.
The foreigners that took us wanted to perform experiments on us. They exposed us to a sickness unknown to our people. We survived. But Sheda was taken by it. We only understood their plan later. It is our entire people that they wish to eradicate. And so we brought back a sort of remedy, so that no one might suffer the same fate as your daughter.
You have not changed. You are still the devoted Donegad that my Shader admired so much.
May the earth hold you up always. If you would not mind, we would like to be alone now.
So, what's it like in the land of the Renoikse?
Slana, Morrigan, I am so happy to see that you have recovered.
We are all so happy to see you again. I have heard that you have brought us a remedy?
Yes, in a way. But this remedy takes effect before you are affected by the sickness. It is more like a ritual of protection, if you prefer. But it must be performed on all of us. The sickness that it shields us from has already taken Sheda, and certainly many other islanders.
I will help the clans Donegada spread the news throughout the island. I promise this in memory of our friend. And also because it is what my father would have wanted.
Your father was the best of masters. I miss him greatly.
We all miss him. He was a good man.
Everything happened so quickly during our capture that we did not have the time to honor his memory.
You have very strange friends.
Hello. Are you the Donai god of the Donea Exgregau?
Yes, and you must be the child who returned. I was told that some called you Vridan.
Many words have been spoken about you, and of your missing master, and of your friend, Nilan. We would be happy to have you by our side to protect and guide our clan. Do you have any news for us? We were Black Algs before joining this new clan.
We suffered greatly from the raids, just as the Shining Scales did.
It's been said that they took our people to the continent, and that you were also there. Did you see any of them?
We crossed paths with many islanders there, including some from your clan. Nilan stayed with them to help. I returned, not only to reunite with my clan, but also to bring a remedy for all our people. Certain Renoixe, lions, want to eliminate all of us using a terrible sickness that kills in only a few days. It spreads very easily through ordinary cloth that has been in contact with someone sick.
That's horrible. Can't they fight honorably?
Some of them can. But these lions want to spare themselves the trouble of bloodshed.
You said that you brought back a remedy.
Yes. It is more like a protective ritual. It requires certain ingredients that we brought with us. I will teach you how to duplicate it, because there won't be enough. I will perform this ritual on you. Then you will need to perform it on others in turn, so that everyone will be protected.
And so now we are protected. This ritual is not overly complex.
The ingredients may be more difficult to find, but do not worry. We will make them.
Thank you. Be sure to spread the message to all the Donegada as quickly as possible.
It will be done. We are protecting our people thanks to you. Have you already spoken to Mev?
Yes. You should speak to her as well. Her voice carries far on the island.
I will go and find her. Thank you. I must leave.
I wish I could avenge my people.
Beor Teer Simad.
It looks like a heavy object left some marks on the floor. It must have been Forkan's coffer, but someone took it.
No doubt men from the fort. It's customary. The personal belongings of the dead are returned to their families.
We can only hope that they haven't sent them to the continent yet.
Don't worry, Safia. We'll get to the bottom of this strange story.
Hello, Captain. Do you remember the nature scientist who lived in our village? Forkan?
Yes. We found his body in the forest.
We want to know what happened to him. What can you tell us about his death?
He was assassinated the same time your chief was killed. Troubling times. My men found the body in the woods. We didn't have the time to carry out a proper investigation.
You don't know who killed him?
Suspicions pointed to an islander, given all that had happened. He was found with a stone dagger in his back.
It wouldn't be the first time someone used our weapons to cast blame.
Granted, but your people were furious about their chief's death. We thought them out for vengeance.
There was nothing else?
The affair was quickly sorted. Relations were strained with your people then.
When did you last see Forkan?
Just minutes after the chief's death. If he'd got there sooner, he could have saved him. He went into a rage seeing the chief dead. We had to toss him out.
And after that?
No. The guards said he marched back from where he'd come.
He died walking back to the village?
I don't know where he was headed. We found the body a few days later. Why do you care so much about his fate?
We were once betrothed.
My condolences.
Forkan's expedition was financed by Kornaz. Did you know?
Kornaz? The general? No. The general has no authority here.
You don't take orders from him?
Certainly not. I answer to Governor Buren, and him alone.
We were captured within a stone's throw of your fort.
I knew nothing about that. No orders, no requests.
Who was Forkan's correspondence addressed to? Do you know?
The mail officer died recently. I'm not sure he'd have even known. All letters are considered private. We respect privacy.
We'll leave you to your duties, Captain. Goodbye.
Goodbye, young...
We'll have to be careful. We're not supposed to be here.
I'm sorry, but...
Hello, Doctor.
You again.
Do you remember a nature scientist from the Alliance who lived in our village? His name was Forkan.
Of course I do. We spoke on occasion. I was sad to hear of his death.
We were told that he was found by soldiers in the woods. Did you examine the body, by chance?
I didn't perform a complete autopsy, But yes, I examined it. I found it odd that we found his corpse so soon after the death of your chief.
Could you share with us what you discovered?
Well, someone left an obsidian dagger in his back, but that wound had caused little blood loss. In fact, I'm certain that it was planted to hide another wound that was far deeper and the true cause of his death. It was a round wound that had no relation to the kind made with a blade. I dug into it and discovered a bullet.
People from my village don't use firearms. I doubt they would even know how to use one.
I suspect that he was killed by one of the colonists, but I've no idea who. In any case, the dagger was clearly planted to cast suspicions on your people.
Those who did this have no respect for the dead, nor for the living. Is the captain aware of your discoveries?
I reported my findings to him at the time. It's my duty. But don't hold it against him to have not shared all he knew. Since the death of your chief, he has been hard-pressed to bring back a semblance of peace, without much success.
I understand, but we are still going to have a word with him. He knows the colonists in the region. He must have some suspects.
Thank you for your candor, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Well, this must be where your friend's belongings are to be found, Saphir.
Yes, but discretion is called for. The captain said this place was off-limits to us.
I know that coffer over there. It's the one Forkan owned. This lock is complex. I don't know if it can be picked.
I'm not sure I have the patience to search the entire camp to find the key.
Hello, Cap. The fourth doctor told us the dagger was not the cause of death. It was a bullet.
She told me as much.
Why didn't you tell us? Was it one of your men?
Of course not. Listen, your friend chose a bad time to be killed. The details would have just added to the mystery. My men weren't responsible for that death. I interrogated them myself more than once.
You dissimulated facts, leading us to suspect our people were responsible. You wanted to avoid conflict, but you've only raised suspicions. Why not just tell the truth?
I'm sorry, I should have told you everything. Suspicions are all I have, no proof. A soldier was asking questions about Furkan just before his death. The general may have sent him, I don't know.
Where is he now?
He deserted just after, which seems suspicious, but I had no proof. I asked around, but no one really knew or liked him. He disappeared as suddenly as he came. He may have left some things in the dormitory. You're welcome to take a look.
Thank you. I want to find the killer and clear Furkan's name.
We'll leave you.
Goodbye.
doubt that Furkan ever spent time here. He was a civilian.
I hate the smell of this sort of place. However, it is best to leave no stone unturned.
A letter. To the man the captain spoke to us about.
An order to assassinate Furkan and recover his research on your people. How insane! Furkan was killed for his work.
Could it be from Kornas? He was upset he wasn't receiving new reports.
It's probable he's involved, but he didn't write this letter.
Who did?
I intend to find out. We know which ship the assassin took. We should be able to find and question him. We also found a key. It must open Furkan's coffer.
He kept his research there. I bet it's the coffer we found in the storeroom.
Furkan wrote to Kurnaz. He seems concerned about how his research was being used. The precision of Kurnaz's inquiries on any sickness that affects you surprised him.
Kurnaz was perfecting his plan to use smallpox against us.
Furkan regretted collaborating and stopped sending updates, despite threats. He was concerned about his cousin Baran, who thought he was in danger.
That confirms our suspicions after seeing the warehouse.
He cared greatly about your tribe, you in particular. He felt indirectly responsible for your kidnapping. He mentions your chief. Furkan wanted to stop him from going to the fort. He hoped to save him.
Oh, poor Furkan. He had no idea what his mission would require. When he realized, he resisted to the end. He was a true friend.
I feel the same way. He was naive, but he loved you and your people.
He even tried to save our chief. He was a good man. Did you read the part about you, Safia? He hoped you'd find his research and take it to safety, away from the vultures who would use it.
He mentioned the great library in Yuxantis. He remembered my dream. I'm sure he was buried in the fort's common grave, but I'd like to do something to honor him, so he can rest in peace near your people who he dearly admired.
We build a cairn when there's no body to return to the earth.
That would be marvelous. Especially if your people could forgive him. He unwittingly betrayed them, but tried to fix it, choosing to die rather than aid your enemies.
For that, we need to convince Armal he's mistaken.
Only a fool dares to attack the vessel.
So, what's it like in the land of the Renoise? Is it true that they are all sick?
We found out what happened to Forkan.
He may have been naive, but he was no traitor.
I'm listening.
On the continent, we learned that an evil man, General Kornaz, financed Forkan's voyage. In exchange, he shared his findings on our people.
The research led to your capture, did it not?
I don't think so. Forkan stopped sending anything a long time ago.
Despite threats to his family. It's the reason he was killed.
Forkan was naive and didn't realize the research could be used against us. He saw the danger and resisted to his last breath.
But still, I remember him going to the fort with papers.
He wrote to his family, asking them to resist.
We learned how Forkan died. Our people had nothing to do with it. Renoise was sent to steal his research and kill him. After the murder, he disguised his crime to blame us.
The people in the fort believed him?
They wanted, more than anything, to avoid stirring up trouble.
Thank you for telling me. But it doesn't prove Forkan's innocence.
When Minan left the village to hold those in the fort accountable, Forkan followed him. He wanted to stop him. He had a bad feeling. But Minan was too far ahead and Forkan too late. There was nothing he could do. He wanted to save him.
On his way back to the village, he was killed. Being distraught made him easy prey.
Then he wasn't implicated in Minan's death?
He was trying to save him.
I called Forkan a criminal, when he was the opposite. He had faults, but did not deserve my slander.
Safia would like to say goodbye to him with a proper funeral, and to build a cairn in his memory.
He loved your people. Performing an island rite seems appropriate. I would be honored to participate.
No, I can't. I stained his memory. But I still hold him responsible for your capture. It would be wrong.
Forkan was naive, and put his fate too readily in a wicked man. Who here is not prone to such an error? Once he discovered the truth, he tried to redeem himself, even giving his own life.
I agree. I will make amends for my mistake and speak with my clan. I will come to the ceremony at Forkan's cairn. I was wrong to doubt him.
Thank you, Amal.
I will try to convince the others to join us.
I will perform the rite at the waterfall outside the camp.
Meet you there.
May each of these stones remind those who pass here of the good man that was Forkan. He was a friend to our people, for whom he ultimately gave his life. May the earth welcome him warmly, and may he return to the source of all spirits.
Rest in peace, my friend. You whom I loved. I will miss you, just as I've missed you all these years. Thank you for conducting this rite for Furkan. I was very touched. And thank you for being here. I'm sure it would have meant a lot to him.
I injured the memory of a friend. It was only right that I should ask his forgiveness.
I didn't like Forkan very much, but what Armal told me made me realize that my suspicions were wrong. It is right that I should be by your side today to honor a friend of the clan.
And now all that's left is to find the one responsible.
When we return to Kakan, we can search for the assassin.
Thank you for all that you've done. I will cherish this memory for as long as I live. Thank you again for allowing me to restore Furkan's memory. I knew deep down that he couldn't have changed that much. I was certain he wasn't responsible for what happened to you, and that he would never willfully have hurt anyone. I just regret that he was naive enough to agree to start working for Kurnaz. It cost him his life. See?
My child, every time I see...
We gave the Donegada the ingredients and explained the method. Hopefully, everyone on the island will be protected soon.
You're a great Donegad, my daughter. I'm so proud of you. Despite everything you've gone through, you still look after your people.
I'm just doing what I was taught. To look after our land and our people, as Mev and Toflan taught me.
Mev has finished gathering the ingredients for her ritual. She is now in the cave not far from the village, by the waterfall. So many of our people have died. She wanted to honor them and make sure they were returned to the Earth. She told me that this would help you find her. The hen ab Kennedeblad, ol Klebanidau are Hawaelam, frag kom dawed and oide. She also left me this seed, saying that you would need it.
Thanks, Mother. I must leave you for...
Of course.
I wish I could avenge my people.
You're Teren's daughter.
Take a this step. I would like to train Eleanor.
According to the indications given by my mother, there's where we'll find Mev, the Teer Nahar. I need to figure out how to open this door. Water has been inscribed here. Here is the word Earth.
Fascinating. I thought your people were unfamiliar with writing.
That's true. It's not writing in the sense that you understand it. But the stone may be inscribed with symbols in our sacred language that only the Donegada are able to understand. This stone bears the symbol of fire. The word death is inscribed on this stone. This stone is dedicated to life. This stone bears the word wind.
Incredible. The door has opened. The design of your sacred sites reminds me of the Astrian civilization, while still remaining specific to your lands.
Now, please excuse me. This is a sacred place. I must continue on by myself. Adierna har.
Quatoi. Es tu ridden ga. On the negada men yoang shantamen lak. Es komen kam to atakarantam. Evoglendag. Credo membo marusi. Samol saya leendesa.
Goidumer arenoixa a berdumer quavint Teer. Sag, hadrek du.
Estag. Toig. Vored me dar egu sa deadman. Radidame sever. Why bora de ema bulstam? Avatir. Atoja menta wiem da nesenesem. Atoja vrega farnas för. Anda vaust tirto.
Ande vaust tirto.
Anda veost tirto. Togom bior denes sisa gechriut gaeron ked.
Echsriut on ked.
Esquot ta rebem olei. Ages ko. Ad loredar tate orid. Doig mo echte. Nas ankenam da uscanti e marui sa ne stradido. I see that you still enjoy the company of foreigners. While our people paid dearly the price of their arrival to our island.
I am sorry, Tiernahar, but these are my friends. They are not like the other Enoixe.
I hope so. What happened to the apprentice and the warrior?
Nilan stayed on the continent to take care of our people that are stranded there. As for Sheda...
I sense your pain. She's dead, isn't she? And the worst Teer.
Yes. She was taken by a terrible sickness that we do not know here.
Is that what you wanted to talk to me about?
There is a group of lions on the continent, led by a man who dreams of becoming emperor. A sort of chief of many nations. This man will stop at nothing to achieve his goals. And he believes that he will obtain what he wants by eradicating our people, in order to claim victory for himself. He wants to use the sickness that killed Sheda for this. It's partly for that reason that I returned as soon as I could, to warn you. And to bring back a remedy with me, or more precisely, a protective ritual.
You have done well. I am happy that my teachings went with you. Despite what you suffered, you taught first to protect your people. We will help you teach this protective ritual to all the villages of the island, to stop this man from eliminating our people. But if he is as ambitious as you say, then he will certainly think up a new plan.
I would also appreciate your advice on another subject. We were all witness to the brutal awakening of a guardian on the continent. The chief of a clan of refugees from our island attempted to bond with the lands to defend her own. But she transformed immediately and entered into a terrible rage, attacking both her own people and her enemies indiscriminately.
The spirit of the continent must be full of anger. It must feel betrayed, and demonstrates this sentiment through its guardians.
This is what we thought as well. But this metamorphosis was seen by Karnas, the chief of the lions, who dreams of becoming emperor over all. And he slew the guardian that we saw, and started performing experiments in order to create more, forcing our people to bond with the land. He seemed to want to use these guardians for his war, and blame our people for all the destruction he would wreak.
The guardians are emanations of the protectors of the earth, not weapons to be used against others in battle. And our people could become the target of all of the nations on the continent if they accuse us of the destruction. What you're telling me is troublesome, Bridengar. I'm afraid that you must return to those faraway lands to stop this man from making us a part of his war. You must try to discover his plans in order to foil them. And you must enter into communion with the continent, since this man plans on using its powers in his war.
Won't I be in danger of transforming as well?
Do not bond to the continent under any circumstance. It is too powerful and too furious. But using a variation of the ritual of the Anatella sphere on the remains of one of these guardians, you should be able to feel what they felt. You must go to the place where the guardian was transformed to do this. You must pour this potion on a part of its body. Then drink an infusion that you must make with these herbs to enter a trance. For a few moments, you will commune with the spirit of this distant isle. And what it will teach you could save us all.
Thank you, Mev. Thank you for this counsel.
I know I am asking a great deal from you. Returning to this continent after having found a way back here must be hard. But I believe that the survival of our people depends on it. Try to find your friend Nilan as well. You will need his help in order to accomplish all of these things. And he can help you with the ritual. I also am afraid that if left on his own, he might fall prey to his tempestuous temperament. Go, Fradee, and it is I who thanks you.
Life is cruel, isn't it? Sometimes I get so tired of it all.
Oh. You look a little tired, my dear. You should be careful and rest more. See?
Hello. How are you feeling?
I won't bother.
The next.
Do you need me?
Goodbye, Teer.
See.
At your service.
Goodbye, Teer.
Your mother's a very brave woman.
My child, every time I see you, my heart feels light.
I've come to say goodbye, Mother.
But why? Why don't you stay here? Your friends can stay if they want.
Mev's given me a mission that I can only fulfill over there. The only way to save our people is by going back.
But you've already brought us the remedy. Isn't that enough?
There's a very dangerous man over there, Mother. Someone who wants to use us to conquer the continent. If we let him do that, our people, both here and there, will be in great danger. And the remedy won't help.
My child, my heart bleeds to lose you again. But I am also filled with pride. Go then. Save us all. Defeat this man and come home to me. I promise to protect our island in your absence.
Goodbye, Mother.
So, what do you need?
The sea is calm today.
You're back. Did you want to return to the mainland? I should have thought that you would wish to stay here. With your people.
Alas, I have a new mission to fulfill on the mainland before I can come home for good.
I understand. We sold all the goods we brought, and the holds are full of exotic items produced on your island. So we can leave whenever you want. But make sure you finish what you had to do here first.
We are ready to return to Gakan.
In that case, let's go. My belongings are already on board.
Here's the coast. We'll finally be able to set foot on land. So, how do you feel? You must be happy to have seen your shores again, and relieved to have found your mother. I'm sorry you had to leave so quickly.
I want
the next.
I'm glad you came to see me. I wanted to talk to you about something.
What is it?
After what happened in High Prairie, I asked some of my contacts to help me locate Eisenach.
Don't you think it's time you turned the page? Your family is safe in Yuxantis now.
You were right to keep me from chasing after him at the time, but he'll never let me be. He'll keep coming after me, just like he's been doing for all these years. He won't stop until he's had his revenge. It's high time I stopped hiding and faced this man, if only to tell him what a piece of absolute shit his son was.
I understand. Did your contacts tell you where to find him?
No. It seems that after the fight he decided to lay low, but they did pick up the trace of one of the soldiers under his command. Apparently, she's often seen enjoying a pint with her friends near the big clock in Peren. She's sure to know where we can find her commanding officer. You've already helped me so much. Without you, I don't know if I'd have any living relatives left. I'd like to ask you for one more favor. I'd like to ask you to come with me to question this soldier. Then help me find Eisenach. What do you say?
You're right. We need to end this once and for all.
I'll wait.
You look concerned.
What did you think of my island? Isn't it a little too wild for you?
Oh, but savagery does not displease me. Quite the contrary. The red forests, the silvery waterfalls, the volcano that dominates the land. It's a painting worthy of the great artists, and with just the right touch of mystery. In truth, I wish I could have stayed longer, explored a little more. It's so different from everything I know. I hope we'll get the chance to go back together.
I'd love to serve as your guide. There are so many places I'd like to show you. Beautiful places that would enchant you, I'm sure.
Say no more, I'm already dreaming about it. We could stroll along your transparent rivers. Alas, we have a tyrant to stop first.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Do you need me?
Good.
See you.
Concerning Nilan, It's possible that I'll be able to learn where he is when we return to the continent. I'll bring the matter up when the time comes. I'm sorry we couldn't stay in Teer Fradee longer. Some say that it's where Saint Matthias went when he left the mainland. I wish I could have immersed myself in his holiness. See you later. It's my pleasure.
I'm glad you've come to find me. There's something I'd like to ask you. You helped us find out what happened to Furkan, but as I told you, I'd like to find out who was responsible for his murder.
I understand, but how can we do that? All we have is the name of a ship.
If we go to Yggdrasil, we could find out where it went and who was on board. From there, we can track down the murderer and force him to tell us who hired him.
Unfortunately...
Of course.
I'll leave it.
See...
This soldier matches the description I was given. It must be her.
Look!
All hands on deck! We're under attack!
Let's show them what we're made of!
Have you calmed down now? Why did you attack us?
Sorry, I thought you were making fun of us. I think I've had a bit too much to drink.
We weren't laughing at you. We just wanted to talk to you.
Really? What about?
You serve under General Eisenach, right?
I did. That damned traitor tricked us all. That's why I deserted, and there's nothing the great general can do about it. I know all his dirty little secrets. I know he's in league with an enemy, a bloody communist. Can you believe it? His name's Von Struss. The general goes to see him in secret at his estate outside the city. All the while he's sending us off to fight for the glory of the Empire. So, that's why I deserted.
I know something about that. We'll leave you in peace. But you should take it easy on the drinking.
Who's there?
Stand aside.
I'm gonna wipe them from the face of the earth.
Let's show them what we're made of! Show them what we're made of! Let's show them what we're made of!
Be quiet.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Wait a minute. I recognize you. You're friends of the Imperial Ambassador. What do you want with me? Speak, quickly, before I call the guards.
We know you're up to something with General Eisenach. He's the one we want to see.
To charge him with treason, I presume. Still doing the Duchess's bidding, I see. Oh yeah, don't think I've forgotten that you were prepared to let her interrogate me before that monster turned up last time. I don't intend to let a bunch of Mateus thugs tell me what to do. Prepare to die.
According to these letters, the General has betrayed the Emperor and joined forces with von Stross for the sole purpose of capturing you. In exchange, von Stross was given information that allowed him to carry out a number of ambushes against the Mateists.
If word gets out, the General will be a dead man. The Emperor will never forgive such treachery.
Now this is interesting. A contract in which our esteemed host has hired a band of miscreants to carry out an attack on the Imperial Ambassador. And if I read this correctly, it refers to the ambush we suffered in High Prairie.
That puts the Count in a difficult position. The Prince de Vespe will not be pleased that he has brought their war to his lands. We've got him.